sadness that you feel when they say we're done. The gut punch and the heartache that you have as they say it's unfixable and they walk out the door. The tears that begin to well in your eyes and stream down your face as you beg them to just talk to you. Just tell you what went wrong. But they don't. They say, there's too many things. The sadness does not stop. The depression and the emptiness that you feel waking up every single day. Rolling over to reach for a comforting feeling that just isn't there anymore. The struggle to pull yourself up out of bed only to sit on the edge for an hour. That depression does not stop. The joy that you used to find in little things. Hobbies, crafts, writing is gone. All of your memories of what you enjoyed are wrapped up with them. Laughing and talking about your favorite things that you enjoyed, your fandoms, your story ideas, why you like the things that you do, all involve them. So you feel like you can't do the things that you enjoy without them. That feeling does not stop. The house becomes cluttered, dusty. Dishes pile up in the sink, mail piles up on the counter, fingerprints gather on the windows. What's the point? Every time you do something, you get lost in your thoughts, and your thoughts are not where you want to be. So you doom scroll, you put on YouTube, you try to find anything to distract you from what you should be doing. That lack of drive does not stop. You think, what's the point? You built everything with them. And now half of everything is gone, and you feel worthless. You feel tossed aside, you feel abandoned, you feel like you never mattered. And they tell you they don't regret your story together. They don't regret the time that they spent with you. They miss the times that they spent with you when they were happy. You miss it too, but it doesn't change the fact that it's gone. And if they don't want you, then who on earth would? Every little flaw that you've ever thought about yourself comes to the surface. You feel every insecurity, every waking moment, you feel undesirable. You feel worthless. They do not stop. The one person who you thought would be by your side for the rest of your life, who you shared secrets with that you have never told anyone else. You told them secrets about your lowest points in life. You told them things that you thought you would take to the grave. You trusted them with everything. When you struggle with personal issues, when you struggle with health issues, when you struggled in general, you thought that they would be there, but they weren't. The abandonment and the feelings of being left behind do not stop. You think, what do I do now? Where am I going to go? There's so much uncertainty. What does tomorrow look like becomes a dreaded question that looms over your head every single day. Will you make tomorrow work? Will you figure out how to do this? Will they come back? Who knows? Would you even take them back? Who knows? You're afraid. You're afraid of losing everything that you built. You've been through hell and back with them, and now you're in hell alone. and you're afraid that you won't be able to make it out this time. That fear does not stop. The uncertainty, it never goes away. The uncertainty of the day-to-day, the not knowing where your next meal will come from because you're struggling. Having to scrounge together food just to make a daily meal plan. You hate that you have to ask your family for money. You hate that it has taken you this long to realize that you can't stand on your own. You hate where you're at. You hate what you're feeling. You hate that you're barely even a person anymore. You hate the Jerry Maguire bullshit of you complete me or I can't live without you. Because the reality is that you should be able to be your own person, and yet you can't. That uncertainty of whether or not you will or will not become your own person, that does not stop. Your thoughts are on an endless cycle. An endless loop of what would have been, what could have been, and what should have been your life. Every little detail. Every little moment, both positive and negative, flash through your mind, and you wonder what happened. How did you get here? What went wrong? What were they thinking when you were happy? You think back to the last time that you were genuinely happy with them before everything happened, and you think to yourself, were they happy then? Or do they just see that moment as a time to just pass? Something to just get through until they get to the next best thing? Who knows? Your thoughts do not stop. As you stand on the edge of a dock, tourists walking back and forth, the sound of seagulls and the lighthouse bell as boats pull in and out of the harbor. The wind blows, and your eyes are locked on your own reflection. You think, what's the point? You think, why on earth would you even continue this? Your reflection calls to you, the darkness calls us to you as you take another step forward. Your thoughts do not stop. But then you do. Your children back home, who have no sense of what is even happening, who do not understand and cannot fight for themselves the love that you have for them, does not stop. The perseverance that you have to march forward and to wake up every single day to make sure that they have something does not stop. You don't know why you're going through this. You don't know why any of this is happening. You don't understand what the point of this whole scenario even is. Who knows? Whether it's to make you a better person, whether it's life's way of kicking you in the fucking balls and telling you to be better, whether it's to help your own children in 20 years, God forbid they go through the same exact thing that you are struggling with. You hope that you will come out on the other side of this a better person. You hope. And that hope does not stop. You wake up every single morning. Whether you slept or not, you get up out of that bed, determined to make the next day work. Put your children on the bus. You make sure that they have their lunches packed. You make sure that the house is clean, the dishes are done, and the kitchen is spotless. The counters are clean. You make sure that your work schedule revolves around them. You make sure that you have food on your table for them. You're determined to make it work. And you do not stop. That question of what will tomorrow look like becomes less of a looming threat and more of a brainstorm. You begin planning more adventures with your children. Go to the park, go for a walk, plan road trips, go visit family. You take another step forward. You do not stop. Things are messy. There's fighting. Little nitpicks that you would joke about at the end of the day with them become full-blown arguments. If you're in the house with them at the same time, your children are happy. So you suck it up. You put a smile on your face. And you do not let them know that you're still struggling, because it's none of their business anymore. They chose to leave. And at the end of the night, when they pull out of that driveway and you let the facade fall, you pick yourself back up and you go back to your new normal. And you do not stop. Your thoughts, while still on an endless loop, slowly become less negative and more inspirational. You begin to plan. You begin to become more prepared for what tomorrow may bring. You become more determined that no matter what they try to do, no matter what they try to take away from you, no matter what they try, whether they're making you the bad guy or not, all you can think about are those children, your children. All you can care about is what tomorrow looks like for them. These thoughts do not stop. Slowly, your drive begins to come back. Your creativity begins to flow again. You begin to write. You begin to have ideas. You begin to have your originality return. You begin to find joy again. So you write, you build, you engage, you create. And this joy does not stop. You reach out to friends, to family. Come on over, have dinner with us. Let's go see a movie. Let's go meet new friends. Let's go meet new people. Let's go enjoy life. And they respond in kind. Their love, though silent, was never really gone. You just felt lost. You didn't know who to reach out to or who would even care. And it turns out, they do. They were just waiting. This friendship, this love, this creativity, this everything does not stop. You do not stop. Because if you stop, that's the moment that you give up. And if anything is going to stop you from giving up, it's going to be your family. It's going to be your friends. It's going to be your loved ones. And although you may be one less person in your life, you are still you. Do not stop. I'm begging you.